Good day to our dearest students. I am a representative from Group 5, and our group consists of four different instructors, which will take turns in discussing to you each the topic of our lesson, which is the legal and ethical considerations in HRM. And for that, allow me to introduce to you the reporters and according to the sequence that we will be discussing. In that case, allow me to introduce the instructors that will take turns in discussing to you every topic under this lesson. The first one being Miss Kyla Jelianne Bongco, and the second that is me, Chariah Gimena. The third being Antonette Soterol, and the fourth is Miss Elaiza Mae Padillo. Now you can call us for Miss Kyla, you can call her Miss Kyla. For me, you can call me Miss Chai. For Miss Antonette, you can call her Miss Tonette. Okay, and for Eliza, Miss Eliza would do. Or otherwise, if they state under introduction, you can refer to them as you please or as they prefer. Alright, so before we formally start our discussion on the lesson, we must first define the learning objectives and see if we will be able to fulfill each of them through the end. The first one would be understand the legal and ethical consideration in HRM. The second is to navigate global HRM challenges. And the third is to define expatriate management and its aspects. And lastly would be to explore the future trends in HRM on local and global scale. Alright everyone, that's it for me. I'll be seeing you for when it's my turn to report. But first, let's meet with Miss Kyla Jelianne Bongco as she will be taking the reins for the first topic in the lesson, which is the ethical dilemmas in HR.
Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Kyla Jelianne, first reporter of Q5, and our topic is all about legal and ethical considerations in HRM. So today we'll be proceeding directly to our first topic, our discussion proper, since we will be doing our preliminary activities during our face-to-face classes next year. So we have here ethical dilemmas in HR. Ethical dilemmas in HR are not uncommon, and their resolutions is essential for maintaining a fair and just workplace. HR often has access to sensitive employee information. Balancing the need for confidentiality with transparency can be challenging, especially when allegations of misconduct or unethical behavior arise. Last, HR is tasked with performance evaluation and promotions, so they must ensure fairness in these processes despite the personal biases of or favoritism. So human resources or HR professionals often face various ethical dilemmas in their roles, and as they are responsible for managing and balancing the needs and interests of both the organization and its employees. So I have here some common ethical dilemmas in HR. So first is confidentiality versus transparency. So this is about HR staff are part to sensitive employee information such as medical records of the employees, performance evaluation, and personal issues, and balancing the need to maintain the confidentiality while also ensuring that necessary information is um, being shared with the right parties can be significant ethical challenge. Second, we have a whistleblower protection. So this is one of the responsibilities of HR in decision making, and it is to ensure effective whistleblower protection. So this is essential in order for creating the environment where your employees feel safe coming forward with concerns. And third is equal opportunity and diversity. And lastly, performance and evaluation and fairness. So we have also here other common ethical challenges. So first we have here conflict of interest. Conflict of interest HR professionals must remain impartial and act in the best interest of the organization and its employees. So conflicts of interest can arise when personal relationship or biases come into play. So potentially the compromising their ability to make objective decisions. Next is fairness and equity. So ensuring that hiring, promotions, compensations, and discipline are fair and equitable can be a challenge, and HR professionals must make sure that they do not discriminate based on race, gender, age, or any other protected characteristics of their employees. Third is whistleblowing. So whistleblowing when an HR professional becomes aware of unethical or illegal behavior within the organization, they face a dilemma about whether and how to report it. So whistleblowing can have consequences, and HR staff may need to decide whether to prioritize the organization's reputation or ethical responsibilities. And we have here the fourth is training and development. So offering fair and competitive benefits can be difficult when balancing the company's bottom line with the well-being of employees. Decisions about healthcare, retirement plans, and other benefits must be made ethically. So we have here also the employee benefits. So you know already about that. You must or the HR must offer fair and competitive benefits and can be difficult when balancing the company's bottom line with the well-being of employees. But decisions about healthcare, retirement plans, and other benefits must be made ethically. So next we have here conflict resolution. So conflict resolution, it's mediating disputes between employees, including those involving harassment or discrimination in the workplace, can be a tricky ethical situation. So HR must strive to balance employees' rights and organizational needs while ensuring a fair and just resolution. Next is we have here privacy versus surveillance. So the use of employee monitoring technologies like tracking software or video surveillance raises questions about the balance between respecting privacy and ensuring workplace security. And HR also must consider the ethical implications of such monitoring. And then we have also layoffs and downsizing. So this is when an organization faces economic challenges and needs to lay off employees. So HR professionals may be torn between their loyalty to employees and their responsibility to the company's financial health. So that is why it's considered one of the common ethical challenges as an HR professional. And second to the last, we have a recruitment and diversity. So ensuring diversity and inclusion in the hiring process can be ethical challenge. And HR must strive to eliminate biases and ensure all candidates have an equal opportunity, even if it means going against conventional practices or biases within the industry. And the last is offboarding and outplacement. So this is when employees are terminated or laid off, HR professionals must handle the process with compassion and fairness, including providing resources for outplacement and balancing the employee's dignity and rights with the company's needs can be ethically complex. So, therefore, handling these ethical dilemmas in HR requires a strong understanding of relevant laws and regulations, adhere to a strict code of ethics, and the ability to navigate complex situations with the empathy, fairness, and transparency, and many organizations provide training and support to HR professionals in order to help them navigate these challenges while upholding ethical standards. So next topic we have here HR's role in ethical decision making. So HR professionals should lead and drive ethical decision making in every workplace, modeling expectations and making sure there is accountability. So, they play a crucial role in ethical decision making within an organization, and HR professionals are often seen as the stewards of an organization's ethical culture, responsible for promoting and upholding ethical standards throughout the company. And we have here some key roles of HR that they play in ethical decision making. First is establishing ethical codes. So, one of the primary responsibilities of an HR is this regard the development and enforcement of an ethical code or code of conduct. And HR is often responsible in creating and updating the organization's code of conduct. So this document outlines the ethical standards and expectations for employees, and it serves as a guide for behavior and decision making. Second, we have here training and education. So in training and education, this includes ethics workshops and seminars, leadership trainings, as well as provided to the employees, and communication skills training, and many more. And we have a whistleblower protection. Again, it is one of the responsibilities of HR in decision making as it ensures effective whistleblower protection. This is essential for creating an environment where employees feel safe coming forward for any concerns. And lastly, we have here ethical decision support. So ethical decision support, it is it involves offering guidance, resources, and assistance to employees and leaders as they navigate complex ethical dilemmas. So in summary, HR plays a multifaceted role in ethical decision making within an organization, and they are responsible for establishing a culture of ethics, providing guidance and ensuring compliance with ethical standards. And by proactively addressing ethical issues and fostering an ethical standards or fostering ethical workplace, HR contributes to the long-term success and reputation of the organization or to their company. So I hope you learned something about our two topics, which is HR role in ethical decision making and the ethical dilemmas in HR. So we will proceed to our next reporter, Ms. Chariah Gimena, to discuss and elaborate about global human resource management. So please listen carefully as she will be um, discussing and tackling about those informations. Thank you.
Hello everyone, to my dear students. I am Chariah Gimena and I am the second reporter from Group 5, and our main topic is legal and ethical considerations in HRM. Though the part that I will be reporting is global human resource management, and this is a very important aspect to our main topic or lesson rather. So then let's start. When we say global human resource management, what could this mean? This means that the global human resource management is a discipline of taking care of the workforce in a public or private company for organizations that operate in more than one country or continent. It means supporting, managing, and engaging employees around the world, deploying common policies, but also taking into consideration the local legislations, customs, and culture. That is to say that the laws in each country may mean a different approach, which is needed, especially for when we say taxation, employment contracts, statutory benefits, or performance management. And this process can be rather complex because there is a set of variables that needs to be considered, but of course needed to be managed by a single brand of employer. So then overall, when we say global HRM, this is the strategic management of an organization's workforce on a global scale. Now, it involves the formulation and execution of HR strategies to attract, retain, and develop global talent pool. And I believe these factors have been discussed by the other previous reporters. So, it is particularly critical for multinational corporations or companies operating in diverse cultural, economic, and regulatory environments. Now, the relevance of this part will be discussed by the next reporters, and I'm just giving you guys an overview. So then, let's proceed with the global HRM. So, why is global HRM necessary? This is because there is an increasingly interconnected world that we live in. And when it comes to managing multinational corporations, global HRM becomes an indispensable component. It empowers the organizations to attract, develop, and retain global talents while adhering to local regulations and fostering a cohesive corporate culture that transcends borders. So let's say, for example, there is a company in the Philippines, a developing corporation that wants to branch out to USA, to China, to South Korea. So when in the case that they open a branch to other countries, of course, they will need to be considerate of the local customs, the laws, the policies, the regulations, in order for them to attract talents that are localized so that they can connect further with the product that they're selling on that particular area. So, global HRM in the end aims to bridge the cultural gaps, address the legal complexities, and align the workforce with the organization's global objectives, which is, of course, the paramount of what a corporation aims to achieve. So, enough with that part. Let's discuss the key aspects of global HRM. So, the first is cultural sensitivity. And there's a saying that the business of business is people, yesterday, tomorrow, and forever. So, what could this mean? It means that understanding the cultural nuances is very critical in order for us or in order for those in business to sell their product and service, because they have to be sensitive with the cultural aspects of the people that they entertain, the customers rather. And of course, they also need to attract talents when it comes to training and of course conflict resolutions and all of that. As you can see here on the PowerPoint, the cultural sensitivity in global HRM is paramount for fostering effective communication and collaboration across diverse cultures. This is because in multinational companies, they attract all types of people. Diversity is what makes the company innovative. So say for example in USA, when you establish a corporation there, you attract all kinds of talents, all kinds of immigrants, right? So there's people from Mexico, there's people from China, there's people from the Philippines. So when these people meet in a corporation, in order for them to work together effectively, they need to be able to communicate and of course collaborate. And in order for this process to be smooth sailing, there has to be a cultural sensitivity. Taking consideration into all aspects of it will especially boost the morale and, of course, the productivity of the team. And in HRM, it is always our goal for people to be able to work together in harmony. So then, global HRM has to be achieved with cultural sensitivity. So then the next is talent management. So what is talent management? It is identifying, developing, and retaining talent on a global scale. This is a very challenging task. It's not going to be easy for anyone, even if you are a very skilled talent acquisition personnel. So there's a saying that the most dangerous leadership myth is that leaders are born, that they are a genetic factor to leadership. That's nonsense. In fact, the opposite is true. Leaders are made rather than born. And I agree with this statement because, you know, no one is born to be a leader. Not exactly. I mean, of course, the physique comes in play. Maybe you're very intimidating. Maybe people are afraid to approach of you because of your appearance and all that. But the leadership skills is honed through skills and experience. And I believe in this because throughout the years I've been studying, people may come off as a leader, but actually they are just very bossy and that they're just dictating people. True leadership comes from the heart. It is to be able to lead people. You see that? And that's the importance of talent management because we are facing, rather putting emphasis on the importance of investing in talent development more than anything. So that as you can see there on the PPT, talent management on a global scale is crucial for identifying, developing, and retaining skilled individuals. If you are not able to if an HR person is not able to identify a talented individual and resorts to biases and other conflicts, of course, not only are you damaging the company's reputation, but you are also undermining the effort that your employees put together in order to provide productive and very um, innovative work. So that's it. The next would be, let's see, that would be global compensation and benefits. So then, when we say global compensation and benefits, these compensation and benefits has to be aligned with the local practices while maintaining global consistency. And there's a saying that it is far better to dare mighty things than to rank with those timid spirits who neither enjoy much nor suffer much because they live in a great twilight that knows neither victory nor defeat. This means that it is, let me just translate that to you. So this means that it is better to risk things so that you can actually feel the success of achieving something rather than to stay timid, doing nothing, nothing too risky or nothing too comfortable. So that's it. So those kind of people will not know how to achieve anything in their life. And when we say, and in relation to this, compensation and benefits has to be aligned with local practices. This is because, let's say for example, when American works here in the Philippines, and then if the salary that they receive when they convert it, it's much lower than they have in America or much lower than they have here on the Philippines, they will not be comfortable, they will not be at ease with working with your company. So they will feel that they are not given what they deserve or what they are worthy of. And as a person who has worked before, I believe that consistency in salary, compensation, and benefits is really a retaining factor. If you don't have this aspect, or if you fail to consider this aspect as an HR personnel, you will really fail at your job. You will affect the flow of talent and retaining the employees and the company without considering this part. Because this is the most important thing, the compensation and benefits. We're not working for nothing, right? So we want to be compensated for what we deserve for the effort that we exerted. And this isn't only about companies, this also comes in the schools and even in the household. If there is not enough compensation and benefits, only punishments, only nonchalance, there is nothing there. No encouragement, nothing at all. So then the quote earlier that I told you, this actually emphasizes the need for the bold approaches in making the compensation and benefit as competent or as consistent, so that in order to meet the diverse workforces that is in the corporation. So then the next is expatriate management. So managing expatriate who work in a different country poses unique challenges. When we say expatriates, these are the people who come from another country and they work for another one. So say for example, I have a company here in the Philippines which branched out to the USA. So then in order for someone to manage the company there in the USA, I will need to send an experienced employee from the Philippines to USA to manage that branch. So then that employee is called an expatriate. So it says here, an expatriate manager is an employee who must be developed. This means that the expatriate, the employee, has to be very experienced and skilled at at their responsibilities. This is in order to ensure the success and the integration rather of expatriates, and in order for this process to be smooth sailing, this has to be, of course, be considerate of the careful planning, the support systems, and the cultural adaptations. Because when we send someone, for example, from Philippines to USA, it's not immediately that they will immediately integrate to the culture there. They may also experience culture shock, and that's something that we want to prevent because it will be a blow to the esteem of the employee, and we don't want that happening. We want everyone to be happy, to be collaborative, to be innovative, to be productive. Okay, and as you can see there on the PPT, managing expatriates who work in different countries poses unique challenges. So not only are there communication challenges, there's also cultural aspects and other stuffs like the beliefs and the interests. So then the next part would be managing the workforce in global HRM. So here are different factors for that. Let's see. Okay, as you can see there on top, it says talent acquisition and retention. So global HRM involves identifying and attracting talent from different regions and cultural backgrounds that must align with local labor markets and international recruitment practices. So then, in order for, of course, for the global HRM to actually happen, you need to actually attract talents from different kinds of religion, and cultural backgrounds. And this diversity will bring innovative ideas in your team. And of course, in order for it to be actually collaborative and productive, the way that you attract these talents and retain them must of course align with the local labor markets and the international recruitment practices. Because if these talents that you're trying to attract sees the disparity of how you attract them compared to other companies, they will be discouraged from continuing with your company and will instead shift their attention to those who offer them better, who has a better compensation, better benefits, working conditions, and all that. And then the next is training and development. So investment in tailored training and development programs is essential for fostering globally competent workforce. So before, I worked with a BPO company, and we have offshore agents, meaning agents that are from outside of the country as well. And the way that they manage us both, from those from the outside and those here from the Philippines, they have a very specific set of training. This is because although we take care of um, similar customers, the culture that we are born with is rather different, and there are different processes that we need to go through. Say for example, in the Philippines, we have a stricter Q&A, or sorry, let's see, quality assurance. That's it. So in the Philippines, a BPO company tend to have a stricter quality assurance test. This is because the Filipinos are not inherently, or rather are not naturally born English speakers. We have a different mother tongue. So in order to ensure the competence of these workers, they have to adapt to a more stricter development and training. So that's what they mean with training and development. Say for example, another one. In India, those people, agents, customer service agents from India, have less stricter quality assurance. This is because most of them have English as their second language. Here in the Philippines, we have multiple dialects, and it's really hard for us to actually be competent in English without having to resort to our mother tongue. And that's what they're trying to prevent in order to be professional and provide quality service. So the next is cross-cultural sensitivity. HR professionals must ensure that policies, practices, and communication strategies are culturally sensitive to create an inclusive environment. So, of course, cross-cultural sensitivity, this is in relation to the one of the key aspects in global HRM, the cultural sensitivity. So as we've discussed earlier, if these policies that your company has is not very welcoming or is not very comfortable to other people, so say for example, if your company is has Christian policies about religion and all that, and then one of your employees actually switches out to Muslim, so how are you going to accommodate them? Of course, you have to be sensitive with their practices, with their culture that the religion offers, and communicate strategies of how you can make the working environment more comfortable for them, more productive for them. So that's what it means to be cross-cultural sensitivity. And then, of course, the fourth one, legal and ethical compliance. So, HR in global HRM must navigate the complexities of diverse international labor laws and ethical standards, ensuring that the organization complies with the legal and more requirements of countries of operation. So, in the Philippines, usually when we apply for a job, they ask us for our NBI, for our SSS, for our field health, and these three things are very vital. However, on America, usually they just apply with their valid government IDs, their driver's license, and if they want to apply for a health insurance, they will have to get a copy of their medical records. And getting these medical records have a lot of processes. So that's the difference of applying here in the Philippines and applying there in America. And in these legal and ethical compliance that a company rather has to implement, they have to be sensitive, giving ample time for the employees, for the applicants rather, to actually submit these required records. Okay, the last one would be global communication. Effective cross-border communication is fundamental to prevent misunderstanding and foster collaboration within a multinational workforce. Communication is one of the most vital thing when it comes to global HRM. This is because being able to communicate boost productivity and encouragement or motivation within the team or the workforce. If one of the employees is not actually able to talk efficiently with the others, this will of course cause hindrance to their productivity and other ideas. It will prevent us from getting things done more efficiently. So say for example, if you have a company there in USA and then you branch out here in the Philippines, and then most of the Filipinos, although are English speakers or is able to speak in English but not very efficiently, then of course you will have difficulty trying to express to them what you mean as a manager or as a supervisor if they have lapses in their works, and you won't be able to criticize them properly because you're not sure if they will actually understand what you're talking. And although they may understand it, they may not place significance on it. And of course, that's not what we're trying to achieve. What we're trying to achieve in global HRM is effective and efficient communication. And of course, in order to actually make this happen, effective and efficient communication, there has to be some strategies that we need to implement, policies and regulation. So in my previous company, we actually do English only policy. It means that within the production room, we only speak English. We are not allowed to speak vernacular or like the dialect here in the Philippines in order to discourage its usage and more into English to actually hone our English speaking skills. So I guess that's it about for my part. I hope you guys learned something from me. I tried to do my best in discussing this, and yes, the next reporter for this one will tackle further what would be global HRM, the cross-cultural HR challenges. They will be the one to expound rather on this topic. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead of you. Merry Christmas and happy weekends. Bye.
Good afternoon, class. This is Teacher Antonette, and you can call me Teacher Ann. Okay? Alright. So, before I will discuss to you the topics of this lesson, Week 14 Global HRM, please pick up the pieces of papers and arrange your chairs. And after that, sit properly so that we can start our discussion today. Alright, so please settle down, everyone. Okay, class. So today, our first topic is the cross-cultural HR challenges. So does anyone of you here knows about or has ideas about the cross-cultural HR challenges? You can raise your hand. Don't be shy, class. Okay, yes, Mr. Fritz Dilemma. Okay, thank you for that, Mr. Dilemma. Okay, so when we say cross-cultural HR challenges, these are inherent in global human resource management due, due to the diverse nature of global workforces and the complexities that arise when employees from different cultural backgrounds collaborate. Cross-cultural human resource challenges and global HRM represent a critical dimension of modern business. HR professionals play a central role in addressing challenges by promoting cultural understanding, enhancing communication, ensuring legal compliance, and fostering an inclusive work environment. So, in addition to this class, when we say cross-cultural human resource challenges, these are the obstacles that the organizations face when managing a diverse workforce that includes employees from different backgrounds. Okay, so there are 8 common cross-cultural challenges. First, we have the communication barriers. So, any differences in language, any communication styles, and nonverbal cues can lead misunderstandings and misinterpretations among employees from diverse cultural backgrounds. So, in cultural differences, this can lead to misunderstandings, misinterpretation, and ineffective communication. And this can make it difficult for employees to understand each other and work cohesively. The second cross-cultural challenges is the cultural norms and values. Differing cultural norms and values can affect how employees perceive authority, hierarchy, and decision-making processes. It can lead to conflicts or misunderstandings when individuals from different cultures interact. It is very important to understand uh, each other, to understand the different culture and values of each other or your co-workers, so that this cannot lead to conflicts or misunderstandings when individuals from different cultures interact. So it is very important to uh, understand the culture of your co-workers, the values of your co-workers, so that you can understand each other. And the third one is the conflict resolution. The approach to resolving conflicts can vary widely across cultures. What one culture considers confrontational, another may view as necessary for resolving issues. So, cultural differences can lead to conflicts arising from differences in opinion, behavior, or expectations. So, as a human resource or as a leader, as a team leader, it is important that you need to be skilled at resolving conflicts sensitively and even effectively. because considering cultural nuances, this can ensure fairness of your workplace, your members, or even uh, in the organizations. The next one is the work ethic. So the work ethic and the attitudes toward work, such as the balance between work and personal life, can differ among cultures. And work ethic, or the balance between work and your personal life, or even your studies, if you are a working student, it is very important to apply the work ethic, because these disparities can impact productivity and job satisfaction. So if you have a time management, if you manage your time properly, if you will put yourself into work, then work. If in your personal life, then personal life. If you are in studies, then studies. So uh, time management is very important, because this can impact productivity and a job satisfaction. So the next one is team dynamics. So cultures vary in their approach to teamwork. So from the word team, this includes the collaboration, the cooperation of your workmates, of your teamwork. So some cultures prioritize collaboration while others emphasize individual contributions. So as a team leader, it is very important to accommodate or to manage your members so well, so that no one will spy you. If you are good in leading your members, organizing your members, accommodating your members, or your organization, then there will be a teamwork, and there will be a successful work in your organization or your workplace. So the next one is the decision making styles. The approach to decision making, whether it's consensus based, top down, or participatory, varies across cultures. So decision making styles or decision making is very important to uh, very important in a workplace, or especially to you as a human resource management, as a leader, as a team leader in your organization, because this can affect the decision making process in organizations. So without decision making process in an organizations, then there will be no a teamwork. The next one is the feedback and criticism. The manner in which feedback and criticism are given and received differs between cultures. A direct approach may be appreciated in some cultures but offensive in others. So as an employee, as an human resource management, it is important that uh, you will think before you give a feedbacks, you will think before you criticize, you will think before you click, or you think before you will speak, because maybe you don't know that the words you give to your co-workers, your members, lead to misunderstanding or misinterpretations. So the next one is gender roles and diversity. So the perception of gender roles and diversity in the workplace can vary significantly. Promoting gender equality and diversity may require different strategies and different cultures. So as a human resource management, it is very important that in your workplace, you will promote the gender equality and diversity. So those are the 8 common cross-cultural challenges in human resource. Okay, class, so let's proceed with the second topic, which is the expatriate management and global HRM. So when we say expatriate management, it is often referred to as international assignment management. It is the process of strategically selecting, preparing, and supporting employees who are sent to work in a foreign country or location. These employees are known as expatriates. So when we say expatriates, it is an employee who are sent to work in a foreign country or location, or outside the Philippines. Expatriate management is a crucial function within the human resource management and is focused on ensuring the success of international assignments while also taking into account the well-being and needs of the expatriates and their families. So we have here the 4 stages of expatriate management. The first stage is the pre-departure. So this stage involves selecting suitable candidates for international assignments, assessing their skills and qualifications, and preparing them for the challenges they may face while working abroad. So, before you will work in abroad, you need to undergo a training, and the expatriate management will assess your skills, your qualifications, and will prepare you for the challenges that you may face while working abroad. So after the pre-departure, the next one is the assignment. Once you are selected, the expatriate employees are sent to the foreign country to perform their duties. During this stage, expatriate management focuses on providing support and assistance to employees to help them adjust to their new surroundings. So, after assessing your skills in assignment, the expatriate management will focus on providing you a support and assistance to the employees to help them adjust to their new surroundings. The third stage of expatriate management class is the support. So, expatriate management also involves ongoing support for expatriate employees throughout their assignment, and this may include assistance with family matters, health, and wellness support. So, not just they will assess you or assess your skills and qualifications, but they will also include the assistance with family matters, health, and the wellness support. So, here in Philippines, they will support your families. So the last one is the repatriation. Expatriate assignments come to an end. Expatriate management also includes managing the transition back to the home country. This may involve helping employees reintegrate into the home office, providing career development. They will help the employees reintegrate into the home office, providing career development. So, those are the 4 stages of expatriate management, and that stages are very important. If you class will be given a chance to work abroad, then the expatriate management will help you, will assess you, will provide support to you and assistance to your family. Okay, so the third topic that I will discuss to you is the future of HRM. The future of HRM. The pandemic has encouraged many companies to adopt remote work to keep things moving. What be, what began as a temporary transition is now a permanent solution for many companies, especially with the growing popularity of remote work. So, the human resource management has developed into a hybrid work model that allows employees to work partly from the office and home. This means that in the future, human resource management will have to consider the best tools, resources, and solutions to make remote teams more efficient and productive. So, even though we experienced the pandemic, the HRM or the human resource management has developed into a hybrid work model and allows employees to work partly from the office and home. So even though we're staying at home, there's still work or work from home. And the future of human resource management will be shaped by technological advancements, evolving work models, a focus on employee well-being, diversity, and inclusion, and a growing emphasis on data-driven decision-making and ethical considerations. HR professionals will serve as strategic partners in organizational success, adapting to the changing landscape and leading the way in creating healthy, diverse, and innovative workplaces. So, future of HRM will lead you to the way in creating healthy, diverse, and innovative workplaces. So that is the future of the human resource management. That's the end of my topics class. So if you have questions, some clarifications, then you can raise your hand and I will answer your questions. No one is raising. So it means that you understand my discussion class. All right. So thank you everyone. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for listening my discussion and so now I will give the floor to the next demonstrator which is teacher Elaiza Mae Padillo. Thank you class.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to our last topic for this lesson, and I will be the one discussing this to you guys. By the way, I am Elaiza Mae Padillo. You can call me Miss Lai. And in this juncture, we are going to talk about 7 emerging trends in HRM. HR is a digital age, and HR shaping the new future. So let's talk about first the 7 emerging trends in HRM. So sit back, um, listen carefully because this will be a long but interesting discussion. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we all know that the world is still facing the after effects of the pandemic that have left a paradigm shift everywhere. So to be on top, the HR industry has to bring a working model into practice that maximizes productivity and increases flexibility and efficiency simultaneously. HR is changing structure almost every day in accordance with the changes in technology. With the right measures and approaches from enterprise leaders, it ought to have a positive impact on daily operations and subsequently the employees too. So, from the HR perspective, here are the beaming trends in HRM for 2023 and beyond. We have here 7 emerging trends in HRM. So, let's talk about first the hybrid culture. So, what is hybrid culture? Hybrid culture, this means that the personal groups relocated when work from home became a routine, leaving all the teams and companies to disband from one particular geographical location to everywhere in the nation. Where some organizations are encouraging their employees to start an office jobs again, many are content with a hybrid culture and are continuing to play by that. So, which route your organization takes can make a whole lot of difference between keeping or losing the workforce. Around 40% of the workforce shared that they'd consider quitting if their organization puts a halt on hybrid culture. So, hybrid work culture is also a natural first step today for a business to expand in foreign markets too. The hybrid culture automatically opens the door for new opportunities for growth and earnings. Over the past few years, expanding through foreign markets has become easier and more affordable due to the rise in hybrid culture. So, next, we have here global expansion on the rise. So, global expansion on the rise simply means that shifting your work into the global market, remote working is an initial step, with changing times and technology, the trends in HRM have taken a turn too, and the inauguration of a business in foreign lands is a is became a cakewalk. So Furthermore, governments uplifting strict policies in this post-pandemic era support the business too. So, in the realm of human resource management or HRM, the trend of global expansion on the rise signifies the increasing prevalence of organizations expanding their operations beyond domestic borders. This trend is driven by various factors, including technological advancements, facilitating cross-border communication and trade, involving consumer demands, the quest for new markets and talent pools, and of course the hybrid structure or the hybrid culture in the workforce. So, as the companies seek growth opportunities, they recognize the significance of global markets and are establishing a presence in diverse geographical locations. With this inspection, with this expansion comes the need for HRM to adapt and navigate the complexities of managing a diverse workforce across different cultures, languages, and regulatory environments. So, HR professionals are tasked with developing strategies to recruit, train, and retain a globally dispersed workforce while also ensuring compliance with international laws and fostering a cohesive organizational culture that transcends geographical boundaries. Moreover, HRM practices must embrace diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives to create an environment where employees from diverse backgrounds feel valued and empowered. So, overall, the trend of global expansion on the rise in HRM emphasizes the necessity for HR professionals to adopt a global mindset, implement agile strategies, and effectively manage the complexities of an increasingly interconnected world. So I hope you guys understand that. Next is we are now at the number three, employee experience takes precedence. So what does this mean, man? Employees today don't just want a good paycheck, but a quality culture and healthy work environment as well. As a part of trends in HRM, a good remuneration retains an employee, and a qualified environment and experience assist in the choice too. So HR leaders should bring about methods to encourage positive workforce health, making the employees more flexible to changes and disruptions. And organizations today are offering products, services, and methods to enhance not their own but other firms' employee experiences as well, and employee management, time and assistant attendance management, employee self-service portals, leave management, and etc. are all part of the trends in HRM culture today. So that's it. That's for employee experience takes precedence, where the employee's job satisfaction and environment satisfaction is prioritized. Next, we have here the analytics gaining the front seats. What does this mean, man? It sounds complicated, but no, it's not. This simply means that with no physical human contact, tracking and measuring that work and employees became strenuous, especially when the workforce is spread throughout the globe. Analytics is said to play an impacting role in offering information for decision making. So, employee management is an integral part of of an organization. What work to assign to which employee, tracking their progress, ensuring completions of OKRs um, or objectives and key results. Oh my god, I'm lagging. Again, ensuring completions of OKRs or objectives and key results, and rewarding the employees accordingly is very important to make the functions of a firm success. So, in the realm of HRM, this trend signifies a pivotal shift towards leveraging data driven insights to inform decision making processes. Traditionally, HRM relied heavily on subjective judgments and qualitative assessments. However, with the emergence of advanced analytics tools and technologies, there is a notable transition towards utilizing data analytics to understand employee behavior, performance, and engagement. So this trend embodies the recognition that data can offer profound insights into various HR aspects, such as recruitment, retention, talent development, and workforce planning. By harnessing analytics, HR professionals can delve deeper into patterns and trends, enabling them to make more informed strategic decisions. For instance, predictive analytics can forecast attrition rates or identify high potential candidates, thereby allowing organizations to proactively address talent challenges and optimize their capital strategies. Moreover, analytics-driven HRM empowers organizations to personalize employee experiences, tailoring initiatives to suit individual needs and preferences. Through sentiment analysis, for instance, HR departments can let me have a step back with that. So, through sentiment analysis, for instance, HR departments can gauge employee satisfaction and take proactive measures to improve workplace culture and productivity. So ultimately, the analytics gaining the front seats trend represents a transformative shift in HRM, where data-driven insights are increasingly becoming integral to shaping policies, strategies, and practices, fostering more efficient and effective management of human capital within organizations. So that's for analytics gaining the front seats. Now let's proceed to, or let's talk about a surge in monitoring the employees. So this means that with a growing number of hybrid workers, managers are often unable to scrutinize every single employee and their work. The lack of personal interaction led to a surge in employee monitoring techniques that gave birth to yet another set of trends in HRM. Keeping track of work and performance, attendance, and leaves are just a portion of employee monitoring practices. So, the advent of hybrid working, blending remote and in office work, has triggered a surge in monitoring employee activities. As teams operate from diverse locations, employers have turned to various monitoring tools and techniques to track productivity, maintain security, and ensure workflow efficiency. This trend encompasses the utilization of software for time tracking, virtual collaboration tools, and even measures like keystroke monitoring or periodic check-ins. While intended to enhance accountability and performance, this heightened surveillance raises concerns about employee privacy, autonomy, and trust. Striking a balance between monitoring for productivity and respecting individual boundaries becomes a pivotal challenge for HR professionals navigating this landscape of work dynamics. So that's it. That's for research and monitoring the employees. Next, let's talk about the automation of everyday tasks. So, automation of everyday tasks simply means that to give precedence to high value and productive workings, HR leaders can leverage AI powered solutions to automate their daily tasks that were carried out manually. Practices such as screening, sourcing talents, onboarding, keeping track of attendance, and etc., and a lot more, now can be carried out by the systems in this tech driven world. Proper workflows are set to streamline all the automation and to avoid any errors. All these trends in HRM are changing the face of a workplace and skyrocketing the growth of every organization leveraging these methods. So this simply highlights that the everyday task no is being trusted or entrusted to automation or to AI, which we call AI powered solutions, where um, it automates their daily tasks that were carried out manually. So let's talk about the seventh or the last one emerging trends. This is augmenting the hiring processes. What is augmenting the hiring processes? This simply means that yet another perk that can be considered as part of trends in HRM are chatbots. With their assistance, employers can now manage to select quality candidates for relevant positions out of the ample talent pools available. Functions such as resume screening, choose explicit candidate profiles, subsequently ensuing in higher work performance and enhanced productivity. So solutions such as an applicant tracking software are one of the latest trends in HRM today. And ATS streamlines the entire hiring process from job posting to onboarding and much more. Integrations with job boards is yet another trend in HRM that posts jobs on multiple websites with a single click. So again, augmenting the hiring processes in human resource management represents a transformative shift leveraging technology to enhance and optimize recruitment strategies. So this trend involves the integration of innovative tools like AI-driven applicant tracking systems, video interviews, and data analytics to streamline and improve traditional hiring methods by utilizing AI algorithms to screen resumes and analyze candidate data. HR professionals can expedite the initial selection phase, ensuring a more efficient and unbiased shortlisting process. Additionally, video interviews enable remote assessments, allowing for broader talent access and reducing geographical barriers. Moreover, data analytics offer insights into hiring patterns, enabling data driven decision making and predictive analytics to forecast future talent needs. Augmenting hiring processes not only accelerates recruitment but also enhances accuracy, uh, diversity, and overall efficiency, empowering HR teams to focus on strategic aspects and nurturing a more inclusive and skilled workforce. So, to wrap up the seven emerging trends in HRM, the top solutions AI offers to HR sector are cloud solutions, bots, language processing, digital assistants, automated solutions, etc., which are just some initial ones. From learning to administer the work from home workers to pivoting toward the contactless deliveries, everything was put on the table in front of us in a haphazard manner. Managements were in a pickle to hold up with all the evolving changes while striving to keep up the customer base and worker morals and simultaneously accomplishing enough profits to satisfy the stockholders too. Numerous companies sailed on an unscathed ship while many others suffered severe setbacks. The points shared above are some of the new normal that everyone was talking about in human resources. And swiftly, these solutions became the trends in HRM as well. The pandemic is a major reason behind the changes in how the workforce works, but it also opened the door for new opportunities and talents for all over the globe without emphasizing features like facilities, overhead, and administrative costs. The new trends in HRM certainly transformed the traditional methods and made high quality employee experience the center of attention. To be ahead in the HR game, rely more on data than your intuition, with HR and payroll software with additional benefits for all your employees. So I hope you guys understand that, and that's it for the 7 emerging trends in HRM. Next is we are going to talk about HRM in the digital age. So how digital technology will change HR's structure. So first and foremost, digital technology is disrupting businesses around the globe, impacting processes from the point of sale to strategic planning, and human resources is no exception. Within the scope of HR, technology has transformed everything from recruiting to compliance and time management. So, here's what you need to know about HR in the digital age and how technology is changing HR at its core. First is we have here managing remote teams. So when we say managing remote teams, this means that one of the biggest shifts to HR, especially after the pandemic outbreak, is the transition into remote work. While some businesses are returning to an in-office setting, many have decided to combat the uncertainty and overhead operational costs by shifting to a permanent remote work model. So this pivot into a new business structure means big changes for human resources. HR professionals are tasked with employee management and engagement from a remote setting, lacking the face-to-face human interaction that nourishes so many in this industry. So, from managing communications and data security, this digital transformation is perhaps the most challenging as of late. Furthermore, managing remote teams has become a crucial aspect of HR in the digital age due to the transformative impact of digital technology on HR's structure. The shift towards remote work, accelerated by digital advancements, has compelled HR departments to adapt their strategies and practices. So, remote team management involves leveraging digital tools and technologies to foster communication, collaboration, and productivity among geographically dispersed employees. With the evolution of HR processes driven by digitalization, remote team management necessitates a re-evaluation of traditional HR structures. So, digital technology offers HR professionals an array of tools such as project management software, communication platforms, and virtual collaboration spaces. These tools enable efficient coordination, real-time interaction, and seamless workflow management for remote teams. HR departments need to embrace and integrate these digital solutions into their operations to effectively support and oversee remote teams. Furthermore, the changing landscape requires HR to focus on outcome based performance evaluation rather than mere presence, emphasizing results achieved regardless of physical location. This shift demands a more flexible and adaptive HR framework that accommodates diverse work arrangements and ensures equitable treatment of both remote and in-office employees. So, in essence, managing remote teams within the context of HR in the digital age involves leveraging digital technologies to facilitate effective communication, optimize collaboration, redefine performance evaluation, and adapt HR structures to support the evolving nature of work in a remote environment. So that's for managing remote teams. Now let's proceed to AI driven hiring processes. When we say AI driven hiring processes, this means that another big change in recent years in the integration of AI in the hiring process. More recruiters and hiring managers are using applicant tracking system or ATS to screen and track candidates. While this change has helped streamline and centralize the hiring process, it comes with a learning curve. AI driven hiring also creates other complexities in the hiring process. Many of these systems use keywords to pre-screen candidates' resumes and cover letters before they see human eyes. So there are also integrations that help remove unconscious bias from the hiring process to improve diversity and inclusion. While these digital developments are beneficial, they come with a learning curve. So, to go deeper, AI-driven hiring processes are a pivotal aspect of the transformative shift happening in the HR due to digital technology. In the context of HR in the digital age, AI plays a crucial role in revolutionizing how companies recruit and select talent. AI tools powered by algorithms and machine learning streamline various stages of the hiring process. These tools can analyze vast amounts of data from resumes, job descriptions, and candidate profiles to identify the best fit candidates from efficiently and accurately than traditional methods. So, within the framework of changing structure, AI-driven hiring brings forth several notable changes. Firstly, it enables HR teams to focus more on strategic tasks by automating repetitive and time-consuming activities such as resume screening and initial candidate assessments. So this shift allows HR professionals to concentrate on more value-adding aspects of talent management and employee engagement. Secondly, AI augments decision making by providing data driven insights. It helps in mitigating biases by assessing candidates based on their qualifications, skills, and experience, thereby fostering a more inclusive and diverse hiring environment. And moreover, uh, AI driven hiring processes facilitate a faster and more agile recruitment cycle. By swiftly identifying top candidates, organizations can significantly reduce time to hire, ensuring they secure the best talent in a competitive job market. So overall, in the context of HR in the digital age, AI-driven hiring processes represent a fundamental shift in how HR functions operate. They empower HR professionals with advanced tools to make more informed decisions, streamline recruitment processes, and focus on strategic initiatives that drive organizational growth and success. Now, that's for AI-driven hiring processes. Now let's talk about the better onboarding and user experience. So, first impressions are everything for both new hires and customers. In fact, treating new hires and employees the way customers are treated is a great way to improve engagement and retention. So on onboarding and the user experience throughout the process are the first impression when working with a company. It can be beneficial for hiring managers and HR professionals to use onboarding checklists, such as the Goku website has a great guide to better structure the process. There are also a variety of tools that can centralize and streamline the process from job postings through onboarding and all the way to employee empowerment for scheduling and benefits management. So, um, as digital technology continues to revolutionize HR practices, the focus has shifted towards optimizing the onboarding process for new employees. So, by leveraging digital tools and platforms, HR departments can streamline onboarding procedures, providing a seamless and engaging experience for new hires. This involves utilizing various digital technologies such as interactive modules, online training programs, and self-service portals that offer comprehensive information about companies' benefits, policies, and culture. Moreover, enhancing the user experience during onboarding aligns with the broader transformation of HR structures. So, digital advancements allow HR professionals to customize onboarding experiences, catering to individual needs and preferences. This personalized approach not only accelerates the integration of new employees, but also also fosters a sense of belonging and engagement from the outset. Furthermore, the incorporation of analytics and data-driven insights into the onboarding process enables HR to continuously refine and improve the experience based on feedback and performance metrics. So ultimately, in the context of HR's digital evolution, prioritizing better onboarding and user experience signifies a strategic shift towards leveraging technology to create efficient, personalized, and impactful experiences for new employees, thereby contributing to overall success and the evolution of HR practices in the digital age. Now let's proceed or talk about simplifying compliance. So, simplifying compliance, this means that business laws and hiring regulations are ever evolving in the modern world. Many of the practices that are currently in the place weren't even a consideration a decade ago. Consider the social media revolution of the past 20 years. Companies have to consider employee best practices and communication policies to manage their brand through social media challenges, both directly and indirectly. On the plus side, digital developments have simplified compliance. It's easier for HR professionals to stay up to date on regulations and changes. Smart payroll software and internet databases make it easier to stay informed. So, um, simplifying compliance within the context of HR in the digital age refers to leveraging digital tools and technologies to streamline and manage regulatory adherence and legal requirements within human resource functions. Within the advancement of digital technology, HR departments can harness specialized software, automated systems, and data analytics to navigate complex compliance landscapes more efficiently. So these digital solutions can help in several ways. For instance, they can automate documentation processes, ensuring that all necessary forms, policies, and procedures are up to date and easily accessible to employees. Furthermore, these tools can facilitate tracking and monitoring of regulatory changes, ensuring that company remains compliant with evolving laws and standards. Additionally, data analytics can be employed to analyze HR practices and policies, identifying areas that might pose compliance risks and um, enabling proactive adjustments. So, by simplifying compliance through digitalization, HR departments can free up valuable time and resources that were previously consumed by manual compliance management. So, this allows HR professionals to focus on strategic initiatives, employee engagement, and talent development, contributing to more effectively to the organization's overall success in the digital era. Lastly, for HR in the digital age, we have here the automation and resource management. So, automation and management is um, when we say when we talk about it, it means that digital technology and the introduction of automation in HR practices have created more bandwidth and resource management for HR professionals. Rather than manually overseeing new employee onboarding or printing policy paperwork to sign, HR professionals can automate repetitive tasks and focus on valuable work. As our relationship with technology evolves, so too will with the HR rules and responsibilities. Fortunately, many of these digital changes are for good in our data driven world. So, with the advent of digital technology, automation has become a pivotal aspect reshaping HR practices. Automation refers to the utilization of technology-driven solutions to streamline and optimize various HR processes. So one crucial facet affected by automation is resource management within HR functions. So digital tools and software have revolutionized how human resources management manage and allocate resources across an organization. These technological advancements have enabled HR professionals to efficiently handle tasks like talent acquisition, onboarding, training, performance evaluation, and workforce planning. Automation tools such as the tracking system or the ATS, AI-driven recruitment platforms, and integrated HR management systems have streamlined the recruitment process. These tools help in sourcing candidates, analyzing resumes, conducting initial screenings, and even scheduling interviews, thereby saving time and enhancing the efficiency of HR personnel. So, furthermore, digital technology facilitates better resource allocation by providing data-driven insights into workforce productivity, skill gaps, and performance metrics. HR teams can use analytics and AI-driven tools to assess employee performance, identify training needs, and allocate resources more effectively, to enhance employee development and retention. So, in essence, the integration of digital technology in HR operations reshapes resource management by optimizing processes, enhancing decision making through data driven insights, and allowing HR professionals to focus more on strategic tasks that drive organizational growth and employee satisfaction. As a result, automation and resource management stand as pivotal elements in the evolution of HR practices within the digital age, revolutionizing how HR structures operate and deliver value within organizations. So, before we end, allow me to conclude that in the digital age, the role of human resources has evolved into a critical function that goes beyond traditional administrative tasks. HR now serves as a strategic partner, playing a pivotal role in navigating the complexities of a rapidly changing technological landscape. With automation, AI, and digital tools reshaping industries, HR professionals are instrumental in fostering a culture of adaptability and continuous learning within organizations. They spearhead a talent acquisition by leveraging data-driven approaches to identify and recruit individuals with the right skill sets for evolving roles. Moreover, HR departments utilize technology to streamline operations, introducing innovative solutions for employee engagement, performance management, and remote work facilitation. Embracing the digital realm, HR becomes the catalyst of organizational agility, promoting a harmonious blend of technology and human capital to drive business success in this dynamic era. So that's all for HR in the digital age. I hope you've learned something to that because that was a very important informations soon when we're working. So now, let's proceed to the next topic para mahuman na ta. And finally, we're down to our last topic for this lesson. At this juncture, we are going to talk about the HR shaping the new future. So, HR shaping the new future is a phrase that suggests the role of human resources HR professionals in driving and influencing the transformation of organizations to adapt to the changing business landscape and future trends. It highlights the significance of HR in shaping the future of work and the overall success of a company. In recent years, the business environment has been evolving rapidly due to technologi- technological advancements, globalization, shifting demographics, and changing employee expectations. As a result, HR departments have been tasked with developing strategies, policies, and practices that align with these changes and enable organizations to thrive in the future. So, here are some key areas where HR plays a crucial role in shaping the new future. We have here talent acquisition and management, learning and development, employee experience and engagement, change management, and data driven decision making. Let's talk about first the talent acquisition and management. So, HR professionals are responsible for attracting, selecting, and retaining top talent. In the face of emerging technologies and new skill requirements, HR plays a vital role in identifying the skills and competencies needed for the future and ensuring the organization has access to the right talent pool. This includes embracing innovative recruitment strategies, leveraging data analytics for talent insights, and fostering a positive employer brand. So, um, talent acquisition and management within the context of HR shaping the new future encompasses a strategic approach to identifying, attracting, developing, and retaining top-tier talent crucial for an organization's success in a rapidly evolving landscape. This multifaceted process involves leveraging innovative recruitment techniques such as AI-driven hiring tools, predictive analytics, and a deep understanding of emerging skill sets to not only fill current job vacancies but also anticipate future needs. Beyond recruitment, effective talent management involves nurturing employees' growth, aligning their skills with organizational goals, and fostering a culture of continuous learning and adaptability. HR's role in is evolving to become more proactive in talent development, offering personalized career paths, upskilling programs, and creating an inclusive work environment that attracts diverse talent pools. Ultimately, in shaping the new future, HR focus on talent acquisition and management is instrumental in building resilient, agile, and future-ready organizations capable of thriving in a rapidly changing global landscape. So that's for talent acquisition and management. Next, let's talk about learning and development. So, learning and development. HR professionals must focus on creating a culture of continuous learning and upskilling within the organization. As new technologies and methodologies emerge, HR plays a pivotal role in identifying skill gaps, designing training programs, and promoting lifelong learning to ensure employees have the necessary capabilities to thrive in the future. So, um, learning and development within the realm of HR shaping the new future encompasses the strategic focus on nurturing and enhancing employee skills, knowledge, and capabilities to adapt to evolving workplace demands. In this context, it involves crafting innovative approaches to empower individuals and teams, fostering a culture of continuous learning and aligning organizational goals with personalized development paths. With the rapid evolution of technology and business landscapes, HR is tasked with reimagining traditional learning methodologies. This involves leveraging digital platforms, AI-driven tools, and agile learning frameworks to deliver tailored and on-demand learning experiences. Moreover, HR's roles in shaping the new future necessitates a proactive stance in identifying emerging skills required for future roles and industries, facilitating upskilling and reskilling initiatives that equip employees with the agility to thrive in a dynamic professional landscape. Ultimately, within this evolving HR landscape, learning and development stands a cornerstone for driving organizational resilience, fostering innovation, and enabling employees to navigate the complexities of the future workplace. So that's for learning and development. Next is we have here change management. So when we say, I know, I'm sorry. We have here employee experience and engagement. So when we say employee and engagement, this means that with the rise of remote work, flexible schedules, and diverse workforce expectations, HR must prioritize employee experience and engagement. HR professionals are responsible for developing inclusive and diverse workplaces, implementing employee well-being initiatives, fostering a positive work culture, and promoting effective communication channels to engage employees and increase their productivity and satisfaction. So, this um, to this deliberate focus on fostering a work environment where employees feel valued, motivated, and connected to their work and organization's goals. It encompasses the entirety of an employee's journey within a company, from recruitment to offboarding, aiming to optimize every touch point. In this context, HR plays a pivotal role in designing strategies that prioritize employee well-being, professional development, and a sense of purpose. So, by cultivating a positive employee experience, HR aims to enhance engagement levels, resulting in increased productivity, better retention rates, and a more vibrant company culture. This approach acknowledges that engaged employees contribute significantly to an organization's success, making it crucial for HR to proactively shape policies, programs, and initiatives that align with employees' needs and aspirations while steering the company towards a more adaptive and resilient future. So that's employee experience and engagement. Next is change management. So change management. HR plays a critical role in managing organizational change. As companies undergo digital transformations, mergers and acquisitions, or other significant changes, HR professionals need to guide employees through the process, facilitate communication, manage resistance, and ensure a smooth transition. They also help cultivate a change-ready mindset within the organization. So, kung ano, change management in the context of HR shaping the new future refers to the structured approach of preparing, supporting, and equipping individuals, teams, and the organization as a whole to navigate and adapt to transformative shifts effectively. It involves implementing strategies, processes, and tools that facilitate a smooth transition from the current state to a desired future state, considering factors such as technological advancements, market dynamics, or organizational restructuring. In shaping the new future, HR plays a pivotal role in leading and facilitating this change by fostering a culture of agility, communication, and resilience. This involves assessing potential impacts, engaging stakeholders, providing resources for upskilling or retraining, and fostering a sense of purpose and direction amid uncertainty. So, effective change management in HR ensures that employees are not only prepared for the changes, but also actively engaged and empowered to contribute to and embrace the evolving landscape, thereby driving successful organizational transformation. So that's it. That's for change management. And lastly, we have here data-driven decision making. So when we say data-driven decision making, this means that HR departments are increasingly leveraging data analytics to drive strategic decision making. By analyzing employee data, HR professionals can identify trends, anticipate future needs, and make informed decisions about workforce planning, performance engagement, compensation, and other HR related areas. This data driven approach enables HR to align human capital strategies with the business objectives. So, in the realm of HR shaping the new future, data driven decision making refers to the strategic use of data analytics and insights to inform and uh, guide HR practices. It involves collecting, analyzing, and interpreting various types of data related to employees, such as performance metrics, engagement surveys, turnover rates, and skills assessments. By leveraging these data points, HR professionals can identify trends, anticipate future needs, and make informed decisions about recruitment, training, retention strategies, and overall organizational development. This approach enables HR to move away from gut instincts or traditional methods and instead rely on evidence-based insights, fostering a more agile, proactive, and effective approach to managing talent in an evolving business landscape. So that's data-driven decision making. So that would be the last part of my discussion. But before I end, allow me to conclude this topic, which is the HR shaping the future. HR shaping the new future signifies the crucial role of HR professionals in driving organizational success and adapting to the ever-changing business landscape. By proactively addressing talent needs, fostering a culture of learning, enhancing the employee experience, and managing change and embracing data-driven practices, HR can effectively shape the future of work and contribute to the growth and sustainability of organizations. So that's it. I hope you guys learned something and always remember to be wise and make the best out of your efforts. Goodbye and thank you for listening.